Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Qabr Sharif and the Darih Mubarak that we see in front of us is the Darih of As-Sahabi Al-Jalil, Sayyiduna Shaddaad ibn Aus, radiyallahu ta'ala an Ansari Sahabi, who passed away in the year 58 Hijri, Alhamdulillah. And as I've mentioned in the previous video, he is also buried just outside the Al-Aqsa wall. So we visited Sayyidina Ubadah bin Samit, and a few steps away is Sayyiduna Shaddaad ibn Aus. Also, this Bab al-Rahma that we are standing at is directly opposite the Mount of Olives. So once again, Mount of Olives, just interestingly to know that I mentioned many people believe this to be where Mahshar will take place, and between Al-Aqsa and the 7 arches that you see there directly in front of us, they believe for this area to be the actual spot where Pul Sirat, or the bridge of As-Sirat, is going to be. And as we know, regarding Pul Sirat, is going to be sharper than a sword and finer than a strand of hair, and whoever is unable to cross over the Sirat, they will fall into the valley of Jahannam. So according to many, this area here between Al-Aqsa and the 7 arches is the location of Wadi Jahannam, and this is going to be where Pul Sirat will be. So interestingly enough, the Arifin and the pious predecessors that would explain these things, they would say, look, on that side, on one side of Pul Sirat is going to be Jahannam, and on the other side is going to be Jannah. Okay, and if you look at how strategically it is, the 7 arches represent 7 doors of Jahannam, and Al-Aqsa has 8 doors to the compound, and there are 8 doors of Jannah. So in this context, Al-Aqsa is Jannah with 8 doors, and that side is Jahannam with 7 doors, and in between Aqsa and the 7 arches is Pul Sirat. So much so, and just a side point for you to know, that this wadi, this valley of Jahannam, which is perhaps going to be where the fire of Jahannam is going to be, from now in the dunya, there are a number of people that pay extensive amounts and exorbitant amounts of money to actually find themselves grave sites in this graveyard. That's obviously not a graveyard where Muslims are buried in, it's obviously the others, but they pay lots, I think millions of rands to be buried and to find a spot in this place that's going to eventually be the valley of Jahannam. So it's as if they are being buried in Jahannam whilst in this dunya as well. Jazakumullahu khairan. This tour is brought to you by Show Me Thus Travel.